Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing Virgo. So Virgo is an important zodiac sign for me because one of my best friends happens to be a Virgo. And unfortunately I haven't been able to talk to her, communicate with her for several months. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how things are going for Virgos in this month of October. Now understand this is tarot, so this may not resonate with everybody. This may not resonate with every single Virgo. And if you're not a Virgo, you can still feel free to come in and watch this video, and still may be some things in here that may still resonate with you as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, and let's see what is up for the month of October for Virgos. Alright, Spirits, Communities, and Guides, what have you got for Virgos for this month of October? As I might have said in one of my other videos, October 13th is going to be the full moon, I believe, in Aries. So there could be some type of energies coming in from that. Let's go ahead and cut the deck and let's get started and see what is going on for Virgos. Alright, first card up, the Prince of Pentacles, otherwise known as the Knight of Pentacles. So this can be a new offering coming to you. Knights are about messages. They're going out on a quest. The Knight of Pentacles happens to move very, very slow though. And a lot of times we get frustrated of having to wait, become impatient. However, this is something that it's going to happen because the Prince of Pentacles, he always finishes that finish line. And so you can guarantee it's going to be a good offering. Pentacles also has to do with something that we value. So it could be maybe a new friendship, a new relationship coming your way. Could be some news about that. Could be maybe an offering of maybe engagement. But something's coming your way, Virgos. It may take a little while, but just be patient. Alright, so we got the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords could represent something that might be a Gemini, a Libra, Aquarius. You could be dealing with somebody like that. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Seven of Swords can sometimes be sneaky-like behavior. A lot of times we like to say that this is the card that represents the thief in the night. This can also, however, resonate with you if you feel this way. You may feel like you're rejected from society. You may feel like a reject. You might feel like, nobody understands you, type of feeling. If not, like I said, it could be a thief at night. It could be somebody being sneaky behind your back, Virgos. So watch out and be careful. Or the opposite, like I said, this can also represent you. You could feel like you might be a reject. You may feel like, the rest of the world doesn't see you, and you may be trying to, to fit in, or maybe doing something that might not be what you should be doing. However, you're doing it because you feel like you're rejected from everybody around you. Alright, so we got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, so this means burdens. You could be feeling very burdened right now. You could be maybe taking on too much projects. You could be taking on too many things. At work, could be overstressing yourself out. Maybe a lot of your friends might be putting burdens on you. Your family could be putting burdens on you. However, the 10 also represents completion. So eventually this feeling of burden, whatever you might be going through right now, is going to go away. Alright, Ace of Cups for Virgos. Alright, so this is a new beginning. This is emotion. This can be love coming in for some of your Virgos here. Maybe even an upgrade in a relationship. Maybe you're moving from friendship to boyfriend-girlfriend. Or maybe you might be going to marriage. But something new is coming your way. Maybe it's what this Knight of Pentacles is bringing you. Even though, yes, this is a cup, still, there could be a message of love coming your way. And also, look at that giant butterfly. So, butterflies also means transformation. So, changes. So again, like I said, it could be a change of your relationship here. Could be a new one, or it could be something from the past. All right, Virgo. So we have the Hermit. This is your card. So I feel like some of you could be doing some inner work. You could be trying to self-improve yourself, maybe isolating yourself a little bit from friends and family, maybe, and just working yourself. You could be maybe seeking some guidance, or just using your own intuition and knowledge that you have. But I feel like, somebody out there is working on themselves, trying to better themselves. All right. So the next card is the Hierophant. So this can mean going back to spirituality, looking for a spiritual leader. Interesting enough, sometimes the Hierophant can also represent coming in a sacred union with somebody. So we have that Ace of Cups. Like I said, it could have been a stronger relationship. Could be something that's leading to marriage. And look what we have. We have the Hierophant. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go get married in a church or anything like that. But, this connection could have been brought on by the universe or your spiritual guides or whatever you might, happen to believe in. Could be on your side and make this union come together. Ooh, look what we got. The King of Swords. So, Virgos, you can be dealing with somebody as a Gemini or a Libra or Aquarius. This can be somebody that may be stubborn, maybe something that's set on their ways, that doesn't want to listen to anybody. You may have something like this that you know of. This can also maybe represent you. You might be this person. You might be somebody that's sometimes stubborn, doesn't want, to let people in, or, you think you know everything type of attitude. But here we go. We have the King of Swords. Ooh, the next cup I have is the Queen of Cups. So, dealing with some of emotions here. Whenever I see the Queen of Cups, I always think of her as somebody that is, maybe could possibly be beautiful, someone you're attracted to, that's pulling you in. Almost like a mermaid, can mermaids, the old fake tale, used to kind of draw, fishermen in, they would kind of put them in a trance. So there could be somebody in this that you may feel that way. You may feel like you're being drawn to somebody. Now understand though, the Queen of Cups doesn't have to represent somebody that is a female, can also be a male, but understand that, hey, I feel like there might be some love coming in here for you guys. Some love. Maybe you might not want the King of Swords. You might want somebody that is a little bit more emotional, and shows a little bit more emotion and feelings. Alright, so we got the Three of Swords for Virgo. This happens to do with heartbreaks. Sometimes it can mean a third party. And what I mean by a third party, well, maybe you could have been in a love triangle. There could have been somebody that you ended up dating, but there was somebody else that loved you too, or you had some feelings for them. But you made the wrong choice. You picked the wrong person, That could be the possibility. Or, you're just feeling heartbreak in general. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be in a love triangle or a third party. Could be you're just dealing with a broken heart right now. You may feel like you've been stabbed too many times, and worried about stepping out again and finding somebody new. All right, so we have the Tower. This is a major arcana. This has to do with a sudden change happening that may knock you down, However, it was a change that needed to happen. So, understand that it was meant to be this way. Could have been caused by the great divine that brought down this change for you. But it was meant to redirect you in a different way. I also like to think of it too as the tower comes crumbling down, we build that tower back up, but we build it up stronger this time around. Alright, see what we got in the bottom of the deck for you guys. We have the Three of Wands. So, the Three of Wands, this has to do with wanting your ships to come in. Could have been that you may be making some dreams, or may have some prayers and you're wanting, some divine guidance to come over there and help you out. But you wanting them to bring something to you, good fortune, So you're wanting to dock in your station. You want them to bring those ships. All right. Before we get into our Halloween tarot and do a major arcana energy, let's get the top 5 from the spirits. All right, so we got Justice. Could be dealing with a Libra. This is the Libra card. We just got, I think we're still somewhat in Libra season right now. So some of your Virgos going to be dealing with a Libra. This is Justice. So this can represent maybe some of you may be going through some legal issues right now. It could be divorce, child support, something like that. Or if not, you could just simply be looking for somebody that's going to balance things in your life, or possibly wanting to be treated justly. You know, like I said before, maybe someone may have taken advantage of you, and now you're looking for that person that's going to bring balance back. All right, so we got another major arcana. Look what we got, the High Priestess. So this is using your own knowledge. This can be using your own psychic abilities if you have them. Could be using your own intuition, following your gut. The High Priestess lets us know that we have the ability because we are smart and we're intelligent. We have the knowledge. It's just a matter of using it. I almost like to think of her as like a librarian. You know, somebody that's like in charge of like all the books and all the knowledge, all the resources. I almost feel like she's like the great librarian in the tarot. So there may be some things that you've been thinking about doing, Virgos out there, and I'm going to say it might be wise to follow what you're feeling in your heart. You know, that funny feelings you got and butterflies in your stomach. Maybe listening to that type of guidance. Ace of Wands, all right. So a new beginning, a new start with some passionate energy there. Could be some strong sexual energy. Could be that maybe some of you may be thinking about getting pregnant with somebody, having a family. This card can represent that start of, you know, a spicy relationship like that, coming for you Virgos out there. Two of Cups, all right. So yeah, this is reunion. This is coming back together with somebody. It could be that maybe this is the person you might want to have that spicy night with, you know? Some boom chicka wah going on or something like that. You know, we already have the Ace of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Queen of Cups, so a lot of love is on your spread right now, Virgos. Could be coming back together with somebody from your past, could be something new showing up, but you're going to be coming together with somebody. In the Strength card, all right. So this can represent Leo. You might have a Leo. You might have Leo in your chart. You may be in love with a Leo. However, this says strength. So I'm getting this sense that maybe some of you guys may have gone through some stuff, right? In the spiritual lane, you know that, hey, you can get through it. Also, whenever I see the Strength card, you always see like maybe sometimes a woman that's like, you know, dealing with a lion. So in this case, it looks like she's dealing with a tiger. But, you know, in a traditional tarot, we usually see a woman that's like, you know, opening up a lion's mouth, or sometimes like putting her arm in the lion's mouth or her head. It's kind of showing that you're taming your beast. So some of you too could be like trying to tame those wild urges or things that may not serve like a really good purpose for you, and you're trying to learn how to you know, deal with the beast within you, which is strength, right? You know that you probably shouldn't be doing this or doing that, but yet you're finding it in yourself to, you know, stop it. All right, and I didn't know if I mentioned it, but that was also a major arcana. So we have, you know, we have strength, so that's Leo. Like I said, we have justice, could be Libra. We have the Hermit, Virgo, and we had the Tower as well, and the High Priestess. So a lot of strong energy coming for you, but I think overall, Spirit, I'm sorry, I was about to say spirits, I meant to say Virgos. Overall, right now, I think some of you could have been dealing with something, but something's on the horizon, and I feel like it has to do with love. So let's go ahead and look at our Halloween tarot, and we'll get a major arcana and get an overall energy for Virgos. overall energy for Virgos. What do we have? The Emperor. All right. So you could be dealing with an Aries. You could be dealing with somebody from the military or a police officer, somebody that has an authority status. It could be somebody that loves to be in power. It could also represent that maybe you might need to take some action in your life there, Virgos. Step up your game a little bit. Can also represent your father as well. Maybe some of you may be having some father issues going on. Maybe some arguments. Maybe you might be butting heads with somebody. But that's what the Emperor represents, and I feel like, yeah, or maybe, who knows, you might be attracted to somebody. I can almost see the King of Swords being that way a little bit, being almost like an emperor. Especially in the way he looks like in this card. I don't know if you guys can see it. He almost looks like a Viking or like a Nordic god in this card. So you could be dealing with somebody like that might be a little bit authoritative. But understand too, the Emperor does like to take charge and likes to sometimes rule over you, Virgo. So if you have something like that and that's what resonates with you, understand though, you don't need to put up with that. I don't think anybody should have to put up with somebody that tries to change them or tells them what to do. We all have our free will. We all have decisions that we can make. So let's go ahead and see what we have in the Halloween oracles for Virgos. Joy. Rejoicing in the present. I see a lot of like yellow and a lot of like sun type of energy in here. So there could be some joyful bliss coming your way. Could be rejoicing in something. Something might be coming your way. A new start, a new beginning. Excitement looks like for y'all. Seems like something that's going to make you want to feel joyous. I'm sorry. I kind of hicked up from the spirits. I think the spirits were like sending me some messages here. Sorry. So, like I was saying, there might be something that could cause you to feel very, very much like celebrating and having some fun. Spider. Community and web weaving. I'm very interesting when I see this card. I haven't really done a lot of research on it, but I heard a lot of people feel like spiders actually do bring us messages. And they're also like, they have their own form of like protection. I've heard people say sometimes like spiders will come in their house and, and people may pay attention to them for a little bit. They don't kill them, they just let them live there. And then eventually the spider walks away, or they leave. I've heard sometimes people saying that they had like black widows in their mailbox. And, and yes, black widows are poisonous, I know that. However, like, I've heard it where something just happened to that person, and eventually, like I said, the black widows just left. So I feel like sometimes spiders can come in and maybe have some messages for you. It might be something you Virgos might want to look into. I think there's actually a website called like Spider Healing or something like that, or Spider Messages, or whatever it may be. But it did say community, so maybe, like I said, talking to some people, going out there, networking with somebody, maybe trying to make some new friends. But if you do have spiders coming around and following you, maybe try to see if there's something. Maybe reflect on it. Maybe do some self-meditation and see if you can't figure out why they're appearing. Alright, so we're going to look at the Shadows and Lights oracle here. And see what we got going on for Virgos. Candy Cane Angel is a time for a treat. So it may be like you're waiting for something there, Virgos, with that like Knight of Pentacles. Like I said, something's going your way, right? You're waiting for it, but you're hoping to get something, wonderful. You're wanting to get that treat. Dress of Alchemy. Release your power. So when I think of alchemy, I think of like manifestation, almost like um, maybe doing like spell work or something like that, or just putting a lot of energy into something. And it says release your power. So I feel like this is something that you're able to do and create, or you're trying to create something for yourselves, Virgo. You may be having some dreams, you may be, like I said, prayers, could be doing candle work or anything like that. That's what you're into. But I feel like it could, very well happen. But always remember too, when we create something, make sure you're creating not just for yourself, but for the greater good of everybody. Because then more likely what you're trying to manifest will come true. But also remember, there's always consequences too with what we do and our actions. So sometimes we may be trying to manifest something, but in reality it wasn't meant to happen, or we forced it too much and it kind of backfires on us. All right, so Virgo, let's get a universe has your back. Let's see what is going on for you guys here. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Well, remember when I said that tower can be a course direction, knocks you up and it makes you go in a different way. But I feel like some of your Virgos too could have been brokenhearted by somebody, and you're afraid to trust again. Could be sometimes you may judge somebody, and you don't mean to judge them. You may take them and be like, you know what? They remind me of the person that got hurt. And even though they haven't hurt you, you can't help to feel that way. Because when we've gone through some heartache and some pain like that, unfortunately, it just messes us up internally. And we do sometimes lose that trust in people. We don't want to, believe that they're going to, be the right one. Maybe it was maybe it could be an older male or an older female that may have hurt you. So now, you have a new friend that may be older than you, and then you're like, you know what? I can't think of this guy or girl as the only thing as a friend because I've already had somebody that was older than me treat me bad. Could have been you may have had something going on with your parents. Your parents are usually older than you, right? Or they should be older than you. So, maybe that could be as well. They are supposed to be there for you, but yet they betrayed you or hurt you. So now you feel like everybody that may be older, everybody that might be like an older adult could hurt you. But the moment, though, that I think that you step right back out and believe in love again, it could maybe cast out that fear. It might show you the right path to take. Maybe listen like the high priestess too on something that you're thinking, using your own intuition to make a judgment call of what is right for you. So I hope, Virgos, that this may have resonated with some of you. Like I said, if it doesn't, go ahead and throw it out there. I tried using my cell phone this time, so I'm hoping the quality of the video is a little bit better. As I get started and try to making this channel a little bit better, hopefully things will, start improving. But it was kind of interesting, like I said, like my friends and my coworkers wanted me to start doing this, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Definitely give me some comments, whether it's negative or positive, and let me know if there's anything that you guys want to know. Maybe I can answer those questions for you in tarot. Because I feel like, learning is a great opportunity to improve yourself, and I love to learn new things. All right, Virgos, so like I said, hope you got something out of this, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.